almost there. 64 Julia Penfold and the troubled number 33 Zach. We're looking for the lights on the 8th row. 26 Paul Strether and 73 Ross Macar. On the 9th row, 41 David Williams and 44 Alistair Rushforth. We're watching for the lights. On the 10th row, 65 David Pasquila and 82 Helen Waddington and 8 Charles Hazel after his off into the wall yesterday. The green flag is shown at the back of the grid and we're almost there here at Oulton Park. Yes, there are the lights. The revs already high, the lights are off and off they go. Brilliant. Trying to go down the inside of Paul Beauty into Oulton, but can't quite do it. Doug Cole, Colin Robertson, Andrew Radford. There they are, Paul, strolling down the avenue towards you.
Yeah, they come into sight, and you're right, Luty's got the drop. He's got the drop on Chris Bray at the start. A huge amount of locking up. I think that's it was the Andrew Radford TF, some locking up there, but I'm pleased to say everybody's safely away, and we've got to keep an eye on Charles Hazel. How far is he going to get up the grid? We've also got this superb battle in Class C to watch out for. So everybody's safely away. I'm pleased to say, Andrew, heading up towards the Shell Oils hairpin, where I understand there's some new viewing places up there. I haven't had a chance to go up there, but apparently Motorsports Vision, who've done a superb job on improving the circuit facilities over the winter, have now made a viewing point, so you can actually get up there and see the really tightly banked Shell Oils hairpin. So we're looking at Hilltop. We're expecting it to be Paul Luty, I'm pretty sure, as they come into sight, but the rest of the place is up for grabs, I think. Now, it always seems to take a very long time, but they're into sight, and coming down for the first time it is Luty, then it's Bray, and then we'll try and pick up who's in third place, but Luty into the chicane, then it's Bray, and then it's 87, that's Colin Robertson, so Colin's up to third, then it's Andrew Radford fourth, then it's Ben Jakes, so Doug Cole being shuffled down to sixth, Andrew, from his third place. Oh, and a big spinner here, it's at 58, goes for a big spin. And across the grass, but has avoided the barriers, so I think we'll get back into the race again. So that's a big spin for Simon Byrne in the ex-Sean Peters car, but he's going to resume plumb last.
Okay, so a very exciting and dramatic opening lap so far then. Any moment now they should be at the Warwick Bridge. Yes, here they come. Is it yellow? Paul Luty, yes it is. It's Paul Luty, yellow, MGLE 500. Chris Bray, white, MGR, ZR 160. And then as you say, Paul, the howling pack behind them. Colin Robertson in the 87 car. But who is it? Ben Jakes trying to slip down the inside, but he can't do it. Then it's Andrew Radford behind them in sixth place. Who is that? That's Doug Cole, who, as you say, has got shuffled down the pack somewhat. Andy Rain, though, in seventh place, and it's Barnard, and yes, it's the Barnard, Oliver Barnard car leading the class.
Yeah, you're seeing the difference now between the two classes, and already I think one or two of the 190s slicing their way back up the field. Charles Hazel, I don't think is going to do a lot, Andrew. I think probably his car doesn't feel too good after what happened this morning, but nevertheless he's trying and he's going to get in the points. And we'll also have to watch, see how Simon Byrne in the blue car is able to get back up the field after his spin down here. He got it wrong just at the bottom of Clay Hill, went over the grass on the right hand side, managed to keep it off the barriers very well, and then resume, but in last place. So they're right up to Shell again, over Hilltop, they come down, and Paul Luty's actually got a lead, but there's a real battle going on side by side. I think it's for Doug Cole, and it's Andrew Radford alongside, well, at least three cars, but it's still Luty leads, still Bray in second place, then it's Colin Robertson in 87, then it's Ben Jakes for Doug Cole, then Radford, then Andy Rain. So that lot have broken away from the said 160 battle. That's led by Wetton, I think. No, Gary Wetton's in the 190. So it's Oliver Barnard, I think. Then the rest of the 190 pack come through. Looks to me like Helen Waddington's made up some places from her grid slot. She's still ahead of Charles Hazel, then Simon Byrne. Then we've got David Coskella and David Williams right at the back of the field.
Okay, Paul, thanks for that. The leaders then at Deer Leap, where they leave their stomachs behind. And I can tell you that Chris Bray is rather closer this time to Paul Luty. And as they go across the line to complete, 3 laps, well, that hasn't been corrected yet. Just to remind you, though, as they head down the avenue
going to have to make a lunge somewhere, and he's going to get it. At the moment, he's controlling the pace. Now, they were well off lap record pace because of the track conditions this morning. Lap record pace, I think, is around about the 2-minute mark, and there's something like 7 seconds in practice this morning slower than that. So
we got waved yellows. Forgive the interruption, Paul. We got waved yellows on the exit of Old Hall.
Well, I can't see anybody from my perspective, so we'll have to see who's missing. Still waved yellows, is it?
Attention paddock, attention paddock.
Yes, it is still waved yellows.
Right,
so waved yellows. That's dramatised.
Right, anyway, over Hilltop, they come again, and it's still Luty, it's still Bray's having a look now, and the reason is that he's coming under huge pressure from Colin Robertson. In fact, there's nothing between the first 5 cars, and well, it's still Bray, then it's Robertson, but Ben Jakes, Doug Cole have got quicker cars, I'm sure, Andrew, and they're in 4th and 5th positions, and they're both trying to get past Colin Robertson. Chris Bray can see Colin Robertson in his mirror. Now let's see about the class battle. It's number 16, so that's where are we? No, it's 17. So it's 17 leading the class. That's Barnard coming across. Then Andy Rains had some sort of mishap because Andy Rains only just come through now, Andrew. So
oh dear, that's a big.
So Andy Rain is way down the field. Whether the waved yellows were for him, I'm not sure, but certainly the first 5 cars still we can cover them with quite a large handkerchief, I think.
Yeah, Doug Cole has certainly got the pace. He's just set a new best lap of the race, but never mind that, because Chris Bray suddenly is right with Paul Luty at Old Hall. There's only about 3/4 of a length between the yellow LE500 and the ZR190 of Chris Bray as they charge down the avenue. Pick this up, Paul, if you will.
And Bray's trying on the inside of as they come through Cascades, but he can't make it. These two drop out. I think Doug Cole's up to 3rd place now. Colin Robertson slipped right down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was been some shenanigans on that lap. Colin dropped out there. Chris was trying on the inside as they came through Cascades, but he couldn't quite make it as the rest of the field come through. So that looked like Doug Cole was back in 3rd place. Colin Robertson had slipped past behind Andrew Radford. So whether that happened at Old Hall, I'm not quite sure.
Okay. Yeah, Doug Cole came past us in 3rd place ahead of Ben Jakes. Then it's Oliver Radford.
Right, so that must have happened. That must have happened somewhere around the other side of the circuit. We can't see, I think.
Sure.
So we're waiting now, and it is still Luty in the lead as they come over Hilltop, but he has a lead of 0. There's no doubt about that. 0-second lead. Chris Bray's trying so hard, but Luty's, I think he's got a quicker car, and he's now got Doug Cole right on his tail. So yeah, Doug Cole is the quickest man. I think he's up to 3rd. Then it's Jakes, then it's Radford, and then Colin Robertson back to 5th. So we've got the first 5 cars. Then we've got a fairly hefty gap then before a 6th place man comes through. That's number 22. So that's the car of Gary Wetton. Then it's 16, Robin Walker. Then it's Andy Rain. And then it's the Oliver Barnard car, which leads the ZR160. That's the white and blue car, number 17. We'll see who's second in that class. Then it's Zach, who's not in the class. Then it's the Robin Stretter car, number 26. So he's second in class. And then it's the 72 car of Daniel McElroy. He's 3rd in class C.
Here come the leaders, and Dave Strever is not leading the class where he needs to be. But look at this, because Doug Cole now is right alongside Chris Bray under braking for Old Hall, and whoosh, he's through. And Ben Jakes has got the run, I think, on Chris Bray, and is looking likely to demote him again.
Well, he's trying to demote him, but he's not quite made it at the moment. This is worked in Paul Luty's favour because he's got at least 2 cars lead now as they head up towards Shell Oils. Now,